Let's talk about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, by now, everyone has already seen this film. It's a highly anticipated film, and this is the film that closes out Phase 4 of Marvel. The next movie to start us off for Phase 5 is going to be Ant-Man and the Quantumania, but let us review Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So there has been a lot of things going on, especially with the whole weight of this and everything that has came with it, with the passing of Chadwick Boseman and him no longer being the Black Panther for us. Obviously that mantle has to be passed down. So we have Shuri. The first trailer that we did get of Black Panther, we had our speculations of, well, who's going to be Black Panther. We all had the Killmonger rumors, and a lot of us were going to be like, oh, you know, it's going to stay accurate to the comic books of Shuri taking on that role. And with that film coming out now, they stuck to the comic accurate route and having Shuri take on the role of Black Panther. But at the ending of that film, we got to see Nakia introduce her son, who goes by the name Toussaint, but that is his Haitian name. His actual Wakandan name is T'Challa. And he says to Shuri, I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. And for that, it is a great indicator for us to know that we will still have the story of T'Challa be continued by his son. And I feel like that is something that we deserve because, you know, for the unfortunate event that did happen in the passing of Chadwick Boseman, we didn't get to have him be T'Challa for very long. So we couldn't see the story of T'Challa and his time as Black Panther, but now we are being given that opportunity with this character, which I think is very, very good for the character. I absolutely loved Shuri playing Black Panther, and I'm sure many of us have, and the amount of respect Shuri gets as a character should be endless because of so much hardship she has went through with losing her brother, losing her mother as well, Queen Ramonda. That was very sad to see. And, you know, we can just see the development of this character just become so much more stronger than what she was before. And seeing that, it's just very emotional. It takes you on such an emotional roller coaster that, you know, it's a lot to take in at some points. With the film overall, you know, they absolutely paid tribute to Chadwick in the best way possible and to the character of Black Panther and T'Challa himself. It was a beautiful film, absolutely amazing through the very beginning all the way up until the end. They basically had the right amount of everything in order for us to really grasp the whole concept of us all accepting the fact that, you know, we're no longer going to have the original T'Challa, the original Black Panther, and Chadwick in general. It was very moving. This is a very powerful film, and I think they did everything that they could in the best way possible, because there is a lot of people saying that I don't know if this film is actually going to be good because of such great success the first film had. But with everything that we saw in this film, everything that I saw in this film, it was everything I could have expected and more. And honestly, if I'm going to do my own Rotten Tomatoes score, I know Rotten Tomatoes has given this an 85% and the audience has given this a 95% as I'm currently looking at it right now. But if I were to personally rate this, I would give it I'm gonna have to just stick with the audience and give it a 95% because this was such a great movie. This was a Marvel movie that didn't have to cram in a whole bunch of other superheroes in order to make this film great. It stuck to just what the movie was about, and it was about Black Panther, the people of Wakanda, and everything going on in that situation. Seeing the character Namor was absolutely amazing. Seeing the beautiful city of Talokan, all the visual effects were absolutely great as well. And we got to see freaking Killmonger. Now, a lot of people were saying that Killmonger could come back as Black Panther because Shuri could get him from the ancestral plane. It ended up not happening in that type of way, but we still got to see Eric Killmonger. And you know, everybody kind of got their oohs and ahs out, and we're just like, even though he's not going to be Black Panther, it was still really good to see him again. And he was exactly how he always has been very brutally honest, been, you know, get right to the point, get right to business, and handle it, you know, how it should be handled in his own way. I do believe that the character of Black Panther is in very good hands. Ryan Coogler, you know, absolute props for him, round of applause for him. He deserves, you know, every good and positive thing that he has done with this film, and I just gotta say, wow, it is very powerful. I've watched it freaking twice in the time span of 3 days because I just couldn't get enough of this film, and I really wanted to soak everything in. This wasn't a Marvel film where you were just going to see a whole bunch of Easter eggs, a whole bunch of, you know, other things being set up for the future. This really just had to do with Black Panther and the future of this character going forward. And I think that, you know, this is what that movie deserved. It only deserved to be revolved around this character without having to cram in a bunch of other Marvel superheroes into this. Obviously, if circumstances were different and we did have Chadwick, who knows how the second film could have been, because production never began until after the passing of Chadwick Boseman. But that is my review. I'm giving it a 95% out of 100. I absolutely love this. I thought it was absolutely amazing. And leave a comment down below on what you guys think. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on what it is that you thought about the film truly, and are you excited for the next phase of Marvel and the films going forward. Thank you guys so much.